Hi folks, welcome to the channel. My name is Marsh. I'm here to take over. We're doing kitchen takeover. Our kitchen. Welcome to our kitchen. My kitchen. Meg always says, my kitchen. It's our kitchen. I use it too. Today we're making high protein vegan sheet pan pancakes. Oh, I said that smooth this time. That was only the second take. Another way I can say this is high protein vegan baked pancake, which is a little bit more my style. This one is great. It's a modification on something that we've been making for a while. It's something that Meg came up with. I don't know, it feels like years ago now. The sheet pan pancake. It is so easy. It is so nice. It's one of our family favorites. We do it, I don't know, minimum one weekend out of every month. It's a weekend thing for us. It's regular. So anyways, welcome. Today we are proteinifying this recipe. We're gonna take the sheet pan pancake that we always have with the berries, and it's delicious, and we bake it so we don't have to stand over it all the time. And we add protein. Meg's big on protein right now. It's helping me. I feel a bit better having the extra protein. I've never been very conscious of the protein. It's not something I worry about. Anywho, so we can do like a whole protein series. Meg came up with this. I thought it was pretty good. We could do it with everything. We can protein all the things. So we could do a pro series, proteinified baked pancakes. You literally just get everything. You're gonna see I get the things and I mix the things together and I pour them all on a baking sheet and I practically walk away. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. So yeah, we're gonna be preheating the oven to 425 degrees. Here we go. We're gonna proteinify. We're gonna proteinify some baked pancake. So we're gonna start out here with a nice big bowl for all of the dry ingredients. First step is 1.5 cups of whole wheat flour. So, boom, that would be 1 big cup of flour. And the other half, I promise I won't say it like count the whole way through. Next ingredient is 1.5 cups of vital wheat gluten. I'm so thankful I pulled out this bag of vital wheat gluten and I was like, this is pretty light, but we had just 1.5 cups of vital wheat gluten. So what I did here was a half and half split. So it's like a half whole wheat flour and a half vital wheat gluten. And you could make that combination more or less anything you want. So if protein isn't the main focus, or it's not a goal set for you, or it's like a secondary, like, yeah, cool, I'm getting that in there, you could cut it down. So yes, you can modify the amount of wheat gluten. It really doesn't change the flavor. It doesn't change the flavor, let's be real. What does change is the consistency of the dough is like a little bit different, but it's good either way. So yeah, choices. Next ingredient is 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So we have all of our dry ingredients together. Once again, it's 1.5 cups of whole wheat flour, 1.5 cups of vital wheat gluten, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm just gonna give it, try not to throw the measuring cups on the floor. We're just gonna give it a really quick mix up here, just to kind of blend those dry ingredients together some. Great, so next section, we're going to move on to our wet ingredients now. We kind of do this, or I should say about me. I kind of do this a couple different ways. The way I typically do it is I just add the wet ingredients to the same bowl of the dry ingredients, and generally that works out just fine. For the purposes of today's video, we are going to set aside dry ingredients. Bring in a fresh bowl, and we are also going to get ourselves some plant milk. We use soy unsweetened plant milk, but this calls for 3 cups worth. Lovely, so we have our 3 cups of soy milk. Once again, we use soy protein unsweetened. And next, we need to have 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Fair warning, folks, 2 things don't flow throw baking powder at yourself. Number 2, don't make the same mistake that I did of opening the apple cider vinegar and taking a nice deep whiff. Because, woo, she's strong. Okay, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. You know, usually I'm very on it. I get all the ingredients out first, but I forgot the applesauce. Our next wet ingredient is a 1/2 cup worth of applesauce. And then the final ingredient for liquid is vanilla extract. You're using 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. That, folks, was the successful beep of a preheated oven. So we're right on pace. We're gonna bring back in the bowl of dry goodies, and then we're gonna bring in the bowl of wet ingredients. Very nice. We're gonna add wet to dry. You're gonna wanna bring in your handy dandy mixer. Now, I'm old school, I like a manual whisk. My only concern here, and I wanna make it, is to say that don't overmix. You wanna mix just long enough so that all of the clumps are out. But if you continue mixing, what ends up happening is it loses the, I don't know, there's a key consistency. That's what we'll call it. There's a key consistency. So just make sure that you really have it well incorporated and as lump-free as possible. Again, without kind of over mixing. So let me just get it to the point here so that I can give you a fairly good example. So mine's ever so slightly on the clumpy side, but to give you a good idea, this is what we're going for. I'm very pleased with the consistency, folks. So moving on, we need 1 cup of frozen berries that we are going to pour over the top of our giant baked pancake. So, okay, we're back. We've got baking sheet in, and we're ready to go with the pouring. This is kind of a fun part, to be honest. So before I pour, because it is a big old bowl of goodness, I do make sure to have my cup of berries. Meg has written down 1 cup of berries, which is great. I mean, 1 cup of berries is an ideal amount of berries. Look at that excellent pencil personship. However, I like a good heaping thing of berries. So there's heaps. Oh, so heapy that I lost one. So we're gonna set that aside. We're gonna bring in our good old bowl of goodness. I like to give it a slow pour, folks, and I bring it in from one side, and I'm making my way to the other side. How deep? My God, it's an existential baking show right now. And trust when I say it is okay that it looks so damaged right now. We're gonna give it a little smoothing love. So I was just kind of giving it a little spread, just so that it gets a bit more of an even bake, okay? And we have the option. Here's the option. We can do the option of bake 5 minutes, pull it out, add berries, and bake for another like 15, 20 minutes, okay? Or we can just put the berries on and bake the bugger for 20 minutes. I think we're just gonna go with the bake, because let's be real, I did the steps of the 2 bowls earlier, so I like to arrange my big berries. Some, and then I just kind of get the little berries. I get excited about the berries. I did a heaping cup of berries and I put it in there right away. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do all those berries. You can omit the berries. You can defrost the berries. There are several ways that we can treat the berries that allow you to bake the pancake less time. So you could get it down to like 15 to 20 maybe, if you're smart about it. But it depends on your day. All right, I guess we're gonna try the travel. You ready? Here we go. We're gonna grab this. Ooh. And you're gonna come with me to my oven space. So as I said earlier, we made a point to preheat to 425. Then we come down and we're gonna just give it one of those. Oh yeah. Give that a little close in action. And then we'll be baking the pancake for 25 to 30 minutes. What do you think? Should I just stand here and twiddle my thumbs? Nah. We're gonna go do something a little bit more, exciting. We're gonna hang out with the black sheeps. Bye.
Crossing my fingers.
Oh yeah, she looks good now. The high protein vegan sheep pancakes. It was a good time making the pancakes. Everything went smoothly. As you can see, they're delicious. Continue watching the channel. Check it out. There's lots of good stuff. Meg puts out so much great content. The month of May, Meg's been going beast mode and like putting something out every single day. Stay tuned. Always more to come. We've come to the end of the video, folks. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and all those great things with the buttons that interact with the community that Meg has helped build here, right? You guys are part of it. Get in there, talk in the comments. That's a good one. I like to try to be in the comments sometimes too. And stay on the channel, wander around. There's lots of good content. There's always stuff coming up. There can be more of me if you want to. And oh yeah, other platforms. Yeah, other platforms. The internet's a big wide web. So Instagram and YouTube, and Meg's got her own website. Plan Fit Meg. Thanks again. Bye.